See?
Be careful.
See?
There's a lot of things here.
Yeah,
Be
a lot of
careful.
malandro. Good morning, guys, from Lima. Yes, I'm back in Peru. I'm back in South America, and I'm back reunited with General José de San Martin. You'll find statues of that man everywhere, all over South America. And yes, I've returned to a sunny Lima, a much sunnier Lima than when I was here last time. I've got unfinished business here in Peru, and before heading to my next country, I figured that flights from Mexico to my next country are much cheaper. Well, all of the cheapest flights from Mexico to my next country were going via Peru, via Lima. And so I figured that I wasn't here long enough last time. I didn't make enough videos and I didn't see enough of this magnificent country. And I decided that I should take the chance and come back, because we've got some unfinished business here in Peru. First of all though, I've come back to Lima. You obviously land in Lima. It's the biggest international entrance into the country, and yeah, I've been here now for 3 days. I'll be leaving again tomorrow to start the unfinished business and head to the place which I wanted to head to, my main piece of business here, back in Peru. But as this is my last day here in Lima, and as this is a beautiful sunny day, I figured that also here in Lima, we guys have got unfinished business. Last time I was here, we were only in Surquillo at the market, having some cheap foods. I didn't show you the center though. I'm now in the Historic Centre of Lima, which is deemed quite a sketchy area. It's full of thieves, full of malandros, and you should watch out for your stuff here. People even tell you that you should leave before the sun goes down. And yes, fair enough. When I was here, if you've watched my first video from Lima, in that video I told you that I was in the center the day before and it was quite dodgy. I mean, there are some funny characters around here, and yeah, it's a lot dodgier and a lot sketchier. I wouldn't say dodgier, but sketchier than the more upper scale, upper class Miraflores, Baranco and San Isidro down at the coast, where all of the tourists and backpackers are hanging out, and also where all the nightlife is focusing. But anyway guys, now we're here, and yes, let's check out the center of Lima. Vamos! By the way guys, wanna know what you get for $20 a night here in Lima? Check it out, get you this. As I'm only here for 3 days, I took a break from the dorm life and treated myself to a small private room. It's not a hotel, it's like a private room, and of course a shared kitchen. But check it out guys, beautiful comfy bed, a place to work, do some editing, and then a pretty little bathroom here. And yeah, I mean, it's not a big room, but $20 a night, that's alright. Would you get this in the West? Surely not. And it's in a good area, it's in Miraflores. So, Lima ain't expensive. In most Latin American cities, there is like one area of the city which is deemed super sketchy and dangerous, whilst the rest of the city, or cities I should say, are safe. Super safe to walk through at night and everything. That's the case in most Latin American cities. But here in Lima though, it is the other way around. Here in Lima, there are like 2 or 3 safe areas which are super safe, like safer than any other area I've been to in Latin America. But therefore, the rest of the city is like super dodgy. Like the areas where all of the tourists hang out, the safe areas like Miraflores, Baranco, San Isidro, the tourist and nightlife areas, they're like an island. They're like a separate city inside the city, because the rest of the city, everything surrounding it is super dodgy. Also the city centre is deemed super dodgy. And yes, it feels different to Miraflores, super different. And also another thing, which you should know when you come to Lima, one thing I don't like about this city, is that it's super tough. I mean, this is a 9 million people city, and it is super tough to get around. Public transport here is a disgrace. I'm sorry to say this, Lima. I don't want to bash you too much here today, but no, gracias. I'm working right now, mate. I'm working. And yeah, where was I? Before I got interrupted for some tattoos. Why do I need tattoos now? What's going on? But yeah, I don't want to criticize Lima too much today, but public transport here is a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Like, it's buses from the 1940s, 1930s, and the buses take like 2 or 3 hours to get from A to B. And you've got to take Uber here. You've got to take Uber here. Uber is cheap. My ride from Miraflores up here to the center just cost me like €3. So $3 and something. And it's reliable, it's safe. But the traffic here, guys, the traffic here is horrendous. It's the worst traffic in South America. Worst traffic I've ever seen. And yeah, absolute chaos.
Oh my God!
So, but on the good note though, Lima has the best foods in South America. I mean, if I had to say my favorite foods, have to name my favorite foods of Latin America, it would be between Mexico and Peru. I've got to admit that Peruvian food is second to none as well. This, by the way, guys, is the best SIM card provider here in Peru. Betel, best SIM cards, best deals. You get like a SIM with unlimited access, unlimited internet access, unlimited megabytes for a month for $10. $10 for 1 month. And super reliable, Betel. Best SIM card providers in Peru. You're welcome to sponsor me, Betel. And yes, what is pretty funny though, guys, about Latin American cities, this is what I just said to my Uber driver before, it's that because people always think in Latin America that as a European you should be so scared here, that Europe is super safe and Latin America is super dangerous, but I always say the same thing, it's not the case. I feel a lot safer in Latin American cities than in European cities, especially Western European cities. But one thing which is pretty mad in Latin America, it's pretty strange, pretty funny, is that whichever city it is, the center of the city, the historic center, always seems to be dodgy at night. And you'd always have your drug dealers and dodgy people, like drugged up people, homeless people, are always in the center of the city. It's the case in Medellin, it's the case in Bogota, it's the case in Guadalajara as well. And it's also the case here in Lima. It's everywhere in Latin America. And it's pretty funny, if you ask me. I don't know why that is. Maybe you can tell me in the comments what the reasons for that are, but the center of Latin American cities are always dodgy. Peruanas are also super pretty. What I like the most about Peru is the food and the women. Highly recommend this country, guys. Mi agua. Es mi agua, lo siento. You see, the first Malandro we've met, he wants to steal my agua. He wants to steal my water. I'm not going to let anyone steal my water. There's nothing more important than water, guys, don't forget that. This beautiful square here looks like your typical colonial square. Could be anywhere in Latin America or Spain. And right ahead of us is the Presidential Palace of Peru. And yes, the President of Peru still lives in there today. In this beautiful colonial palace. And now let's leave the square, this beautiful square, and the beautiful presidential palace, because behind it is a very interesting place which I want to show you guys. The reason why this part of town is deemed dangerous. Guys, Lima is deemed one of the sketchiest cities in South America. Believe it or not, in terms of security and crime, I mean, in the world, outside of South America, in the West especially, it is probably a bit underrated. Because when people think of dangerous places in South America, they think of Colombia, Medellin, Bogota, Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, wherever. But they wouldn't think of Peru as being a dangerous country, and especially Lima. But Lima has a very high crime rate. And here in South America, it is reckoned as a very sketchy place. As I've told you before, only 3 parts of the city are deemed safe at night. The rest of the city is sketchy. Quite the opposite from Mexico City, Medellin, and Buenos Aires, other places we've been to together. Now you might be thinking, there's loads of people on the streets, it looks nice, why is he telling us that the city is deemed dangerous? Well, let me show you how it looks behind, on the other side of the presidential palace, which is right next to me, right here. Right behind the presidential palace, looks a bit different than on the other side of it. Right, so check it out, guys. You've got the presidential palace of Peru over here, and then on the other side of it, you've got this beautiful, and looks quite different than the other side of the palace, isn't it? So let's check it out. I reckon you shouldn't swim in that river. What I love about Peru is the tuk-tuks. It's just, you won't find that in any other Latin American country. Well, at least not the ones I've been to. But alright guys, there's a different part of the center of Lima. Looks a bit rougher than on the other side of the palace. When I was here last time, I didn't film, and I got some weird looks off camera. But check it out, guys. This looks like a completely different city than a few blocks off the road, isn't it? Check it out. Wowzers. And the deeper we go, the rougher it gets, I'm telling you this.
Hello, my friend. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hola.
Welcome to Peru.
¿Cómo?
Welcome to Peru.
Gracias, gracias.
Habla español y
Sí,
Spanish.
sí, sí, hablo español,
Muy bien,
causa.
ten cuidado que te jalan tu
Sí,
cosita, te lo-
acá.
te lo rompen. Peligroso,
¿Es más peligroso por allá?
Acá hasta la esquina nomás y ahí se devuelve.
Sí. Entonces acá es el fin del seguro.
Claro, sí.
Es muy peligroso.
También se puede ir, pero que-
Es una cámara para YouTube.
Ay,
Sí, 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 sí. Él es peligroso, él es malandro.
No, es amigo.
Malandro.
No, pero ten cuidado. Ten
Sí,
cuidado. Ah,
ok, gracias. Gracias.
ya, man.
Buen día.
Ya, ya.
Well, you've heard the man. I've just said it gets sketchier and sketchier the deeper you go. And he just told me, turn away, turn around at the end of this street. It's gonna get a lot more dangerous now. And I reckon he's right. Because I've already been there off camera. You've really got to watch out here. But I'm not scared, guys, because I've got you guys with me. We're together in this. And I'm not scared. I'm always with you guys. I'm never alone. Well, let's check it out, guys. This looks rough. This looks rough. Check it out. See? See?
There's a lot of things here.
Yeah,
Be
a lot of
careful.
malandros. Muchos malandros.
Okay, mister, be careful. Where are you
See?
from?
Luxemburgo, Europa.
Ah, don't be here. What are you doing here? This
Yo
is
quiero
too
ver.
dangerous.
Es tan peligroso acá. Yeah.
Don't take that.
Pero por aquí es un barrio un poquitín peligroso.
Sí, sí.
Está de día, pero bueno, ahorita es temprano.
Creo que hasta el día es seguro.
Sí, pero igual siempre tenga cuidado.
Sí,
Se
sí.
nota que usted es extranjero y acá hay malandros.
Sí. Ok, gracias. Buen día. Buen día, mi amor. Wowzers, guys. Ok, bueno.
Porque es domingo, hay el serenazgo que lo acompaña.
Tú eres mi protección. I've got a new bodyguard here now, guys. Protecting me from the malandros. There's many malandros.
A ver, la comisaría.
See, and here we've got the police
Mira,
station.
he's from England, my friend.
¿Quién? Él.
Henry, ven.
¿Quién turista?
Él es turista.
¿Por qué me graba?
Because I'm a vlogger.
Where are you from?
Sí,
Where are you?
from Luxembourg.
acompáñalo.
Luxembourg and Russia.
Ah, Russia. Tú vives en Inglaterra.
Acompáñalo.
Where
No
you
le
wanna
vayan a
go?
robar.
I just want to go down there.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, yeah, guys, this is what I always say. Look how caring
Hey,
the
my
people
bro.
are. Look how caring people are. Спасибо. Спасибо,
Спасибо,
bro.
я в Руссо. Не за что,
I
брат.
understand Russian.
Here.
Grabando el centro de Lima.
A lot of
Porque
malandros.
Dirty. Because you know what's happened there in this side? In the, you go like a 1 quadra, you know, like a...
What, guys? My Russian friend here is just telling a story, like really scary. Just right around the corner here a few days ago, a young kid, 18 years old, got killed.
For the
Two
one,
bullets.
for the one package drugs, for the one package coke, they killed him because
Wow.
videos, bullshit.
You see, guys, Lima ain't the funny place. Lima ain't safe. Of course.
I'm gonna say you something now. You when you go in these parts, you don't take this one alone, no, because here is the thieves. They see, he killed this one.
Ahorita hay gente. y no-
No, yo estoy diciendo que acá no camina tanto con cámara y con
Claro, eso es
cosas.
lo que le digo. Por donde tú
Oh.
estabas es muy peligroso.
It's
It's
peligroso.
too
It's dangerous for you.
Very dangerous.
You make for
Because
you
you're-
dangerous.
Because you're
Yeah,
foreigner.
She too. She living with them. She's like
He's
a
my neighbor. No, he's my neighbor.
neighbor. Yeah. Your neighbors.
Yeah, she come to me in the streets. Ah, peligroso, señor. Peligroso, ¿qué haces?
Here in Rimac, my brother, Rimac, don't go Origancho don't go
Uy,
Callao.
San Juan del Urigancho.
Callao.
But I was living there. You know what I
In
was
Callao.
Origancho.
Wow.
There, I sleeping I sleeping 4 o'clock in the morning. Just for my neighbors, the bullets, bam, bam, bam. No, ah. They
Wow.
fucking shoot like a motherfucker. I not can
Wow.
sleep, I just listen to bullets all night.
Wow.
Police coming, everything fucked up with the gunshots.
But yeah, Callao. Callao is
Same
like
shit.
Callao is like the most dangerous area in all of Peru. You see, guys, this is what I've told you. Lima ain't a laugh. Lima ain't a laugh. You've seen it for yourself now. People here are super caring. This is what I also always say. People in South America, Latin America in general, are super caring. She just came up to me, called up my Russian bloke here, and yeah, to protect me. They are now accompanying me here and protecting me because they don't want. They are going out of their way to protect me. Ah, the party. But muchas gracias, Laura. Muchas gracias. This is Laura when you need protection in Lima. Laura. And Brahim. Brahim is from Uzbekistan.
Uzbek, Letonia, Latvia, Riga.
See, aha, Latvia, Riga. This guy is gonna smash you up like Habib Nurmagomedov.
I'm not
My guy
hip
here,
hop.
trap hip hop.
Alerta le puertas
He
que más ahora
spent
que
7 years in a Peruvian jail. He got nicked by the ops. And yeah, the video is on YouTube. We're gonna watch it now.
It's Lima, bro.
Ahí está.
Man.
¿Pero por qué sale tu cara?
Yo digo tapa mi cara si no yo lo voy a denunciar.
Ay, está bien, claro,
Es
está
una
bien.
falta de
Está bien.
respeto
Claro,
para
claro.
mí.
Pero si tú
Yo digo no me graba. Yo digo no me fucking.
Claro,
I
claro.
don't like when they, you know, I say don't do.
Pero tú diste permiso
I
para
say
que esto
when you
salga.
fucking
Claro,
show this
claro,
in TV,
claro.
cover my face.
Es el-
Because I have my family, everything is, you
Claro,
know,
claro.
it's bad respect for me, it's the fucked
Claro.
up for me.
Pero habrías hecho.
More dangerous too, man.
But what makes this place dangerous
If you wanna,
is
man,
that you see these
you
things
want-
upstairs, the favela upstairs. All of the people are coming down from the favela. Cerro San Cristobal, very dangerous, and all of the people are literally coming down at night and also during daytime, yeah, to rob some tourists or whatever, people that live here.
Vamos más rato. Yeah, it's like this here, man.
Right guys, good side of Lima Center, bad side of Lima Center. This side is like 1,000 times more dangerous than this side. This shows what I've meant before when I said that Lima was super sketchy, and everyone is going to tell you it's super sketcy. You've got to watch out in Lima, guys. Don't underestimate Lima. It's dangerous. Lima was founded in 1535 by one of the worst men in history. This man, one of the worst human beings that ever existed in history. Conquistador Francisco Pizarro. The man behind me killed millions of indigenous people, and you could put him into a bracket with people like Hitler, Stalin, Napoleon, and yeah, many other bad people that exist in history. But he's the founder of this city, of Lima. So here they've got mixed emotions about him. And yes, this is a good place to finish the video. First video of Peru, part 2. Tomorrow we're gonna leave Lima and we're gonna head to a region which we haven't discovered yet of Peru. A mysterious and very unique region of Peru, which I was absolutely gutted to have missed out on the last time, which is why I'm back. But today was a very interesting day, innit? We didn't get killed, we didn't get mocked, but it's pretty dangerous here, guys. I think that's the conclusion of this video. Don't underestimate Lima. Lima is a dodgy place, especially the center. When you get out of Miraflores or Baranco or San Isidro, it's a different place. And you should take your precautions. That's what I'm telling you. And on the other hand, we've seen how caring the people are. Whether you're in Peru, Argentina, Colombia, Mexico, the Latin American people are just the best in the world. They get out of their way to help you all the time. They always go out of their way to help you. And that's why I love this region of the world so much. Anyway guys, it's goodbye from Lima. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Adios causas, hasta luego.